relaxed, and got a big smile on her face, and she's just, altogether different. And he says to the husband, see, that's all you have to do, twice a week. And the husband says, that's great. I'll bring her in on Tuesday and Thursday. You always have to start off with a joke. I can't resist this opportunity to talk to you about Normandy and what we tried to do. I don't know whether you never knew this, but what we tried to do, what was our philosophy? The philosophy was, we're going to teach you all the neat things. We got all these courses with all these great teachers. We're going to teach you all these things, the Pythagorean theorem. We're going to tell you the difference between a gerund and a past participle, and all those really good things. But is that really teaching you how to live, how to have a good life? What happens after school? How many of you used the Pythagorean theorem in the last couple of weeks? How many know the difference? Oh, here's all these engineers. Okay, all right. How many know the difference between a gerund and a past participle? An English teacher might be out. But the idea was, we got to teach something else. And how do you do it? How do you teach living things? How do you teach honesty? How do you teach reliability? How do you teach responsibility? How do you just teach decision-making, big decision-making? So I met with the staff when we first got there. I said, here's what we're going to do. And I started outlining things, and I said, we're going to have a hidden curriculum. They're all looking at me like, hidden curriculum. Yeah, it's not in the syllabus. It's not in a course of study. But here's what it is. We're going to try to teach these kids somehow living talent, things that will get them through life. And I told you, honesty, reliability, responsibility, decision-making, all these kind of good things. Second chance, giving somebody a second chance. So the teachers are looking and saying, well, how do we do this? Very simple. You do it. If you teach these kids, just what I'm telling you, if you are honest, if you're fair, if you give people a second chance, if you do all these neat things that are living qualities, kids learn from that. They never forgot that Mrs. So-and-so forgot, I didn't turn that paper in, but she said, well, I'll give you another chance, turn it in next week. That sticks in your brain. And after you get out, some of these lessons kind of come back and you say, yeah, we had that decision-making thing. What did we learn? How do we did it? How do we do that? We had no hall guards. We had nobody standing at the doors checking you in and checking you out. If you wanted to leave, you could walk right out the back door and go to the parking lot. Nobody's going to stop you. We didn't have teachers patrolling the washrooms. Brand X high school, Brand Y high school, took a teacher. Teacher had 5 assignments. 5 teaching assignments, 4 teaching assignments, 1 supervision. The 1 supervision was checking the washroom. We got a master's degree teacher, 15 years experience, and they have to check the washrooms? Come on, get them in a classroom. So what do? We hired 16 teacher aides, mothers, people lived in there. Those teachers came in and they handled all that. We didn't have to have people doing that. We had a lot of acronyms, FE, free program. Those were all decision-making things. The free program, juniors and seniors, you maintain no failing grade, no office reports, no detentions, no class, all these, and parents' permission. When you had a free period, if you had second period free, you didn't have to go to the cafeteria. You could go down to McDonald's. When I told that to the superintendent, I thought he was going to faint. He looks at me and he said, are you kidding? I said, no. He said, they'll cause all kinds of trouble. I said, you got to trust kids. That was what we did. We trust, I kept telling them. If you trust people, they'll produce for you. How about Effie? We had kids all the way from Honolulu in Hawaii up to where in Canada. We were up there. We had of all people, John Brosky and down supervising that trip out on the ocean in an oceanographic test thing. We had kids all over. We had people going all over. We had people teaching pinochle. I taught dogs, and on the last Friday, George Merkel and I had 22 people, and we went to a field trial in my Beagle Club at West Salem, 50 miles from Park. The principal's in West Salem with dogs, and he's got a school with 2,200 kids back there. How in the hell can we do this? We did it on trust. The big thing was, I have faith in you, and if you do the right thing, good things are going to happen. If you don't do the right things, bad things are going to happen, and old Marty Kane will be on you. I want to tell you one Marty Kane story. Do I have another minute? Yes. Okay, I have another minute. Marty Kane was a washroom checker. Teachers were. Marty Kane was. And one day he went into a washroom, walks in, and of course the door was, the kids had that door on the stall open. Door shuts, smoke coming out, choom, you hear the toilet flush, down goes the butt. Normandy said, okay guys, come on out. We got you smoking. And that was back in the time of due process. Kids had the right to come up and say, challenge it, prove to me that I did something wrong. Back in the old days, it was the principal said, you're guilty. Kids, I went, you're guilty, get your ass out of here. Suspended her right on the spot, boom, you're gone. Now we had due process. So, okay, the kids would say, you didn't see us smoking, you didn't see any cigarette. Okay, we'll have a hearing. So we had a hearing. You guys were sitting there kind of smiling. I think we got this thing locked up. And
no smell.
Tell me what your story. Well, I went in there, I smelled smoke, I saw it coming out. I didn't see him smoking, I didn't see the cigarette. The guys are kind of smiling. I said, so that's it. You guys, we weren't smoking. Okay, Marty, let's get him on a 202. And he looks at me, you know, a 202? Yeah. I said, yeah, okay, it looks like a 202. He never heard of that. The kids said, what's a 202? Two guys in the last stall, the door is shut, you're not smoking. That's a 202. Okay, we were smoking. Well, it's such a pleasure to be here. I hope that I'm invited to your 50th anniversary, and I'll be around. I don't know about something, but I'll be around. And I just appreciate everything that works out for you. Thank you very much. God bless you. I pray for you all the time.
Principal Gaab, thank you so much.